2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry, because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her. Currently 1 under for the event. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Wonderfully played. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Let's return to live play now. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. They'll be disappointed with that one. That was a pushed putt. Job done. Let's head to the next. He currently shares 4th position. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
They get a little ground draw here.
Taking things up a notch in this Lexi Thompson rivalry, that shot will add some fuel to the fire.
Currently a couple under for the round. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 4th, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this 4th hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Going with the 6-iron here. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here.
Go on, get in the hole. Just didn't drop. Okay, so that finishes that hole. Just one off the lead after that hole. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 5th.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
And that brings to an end that hole. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Oh, this looks pure. That's a big-time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. 3 over for the day. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
And here we are with the third shot. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Such soft hands.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Now 2 shots up after that one. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Getting ready to play their third. Is currently tied for the lead. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. A birdie putt awaits. You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. As we head to the back 9 here at Torrey Pines South, Rich, the 10th isn't a long hole, but the slope off the tee makes it a difficult one.
It is. It cambers pretty good from left to right, so most players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for birdie.
And you hold it. What a monster. And that will take him to 5 under. Why not take another look at that effort?
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Still in the lead now after that hole. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Well done. And that will take him to 6 under. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Leading by 3 strokes now. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Looking good.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently leading by 3. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Putt is underway.
He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that will take him to 7 under. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
That was a gallant attempt. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. He's currently sitting in first place. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
Surely it's going to.
Wonderful shot.
Whew, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
This would be a great up and down. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy. That's well holed. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Sitting at -8 in their round. Currently leading. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. That's not the shot they're after.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
And here we are with their fourth. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
And with this putt, he will win the event. Ouch, that hurts. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And I got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
That one's heading out to the right. Now, that looked pretty good the whole way. This putt from around 18 feet. Oh, well hold for eagle. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Time to face a par 4 now.
Feeling awfully good coming off an eagle at the last.
Come on, you're better than that. Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Second shot here on the 4th. That's nicely done. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
This putt will move them to 3 under par. Be the ball, Danny. No. Alex Noren currently in the lead. The 5th hole, Rich, the first of the par 3s. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Oh, can you believe it? That's remarkable. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. And now 4 under for the tournament.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The 6th hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of 2 halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. He shares top spot. Well played.
That was sensational, Luke.
And it's time to recap that play.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Stop if you've heard this before. Tiger is coming off a birdie on his last hole, and that will take him to 1 off the lead.
Gunning for the lead now, Luke. This one could get very interesting.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. It's heading to the bunker for sure. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Birdied their last hole.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Always a tough shot to get out of.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. The dreaded shove always hurts on the greens. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. This one started out on a good line. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher two-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that will move him to 6 under par. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. That's heading for the fairway.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Going with the hybrid.
Wow, did this come out beautifully.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, let's get back to the action. And this putt to move into a share of first place.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
And as we make the turn here, Rich, our player tied for the lead.
Yeah, they're playing well right now. They're inside the top 10, and they're looking to continue that move up the leaderboard.
Great shot. After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And as we take a look at the standings, this player is currently in first, with Justin Rose second. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Oh, well done. Sitting at 7 under par for the day. Currently in the lead. Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
A bit short with that effort.
Like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. Checking the scoreboard now. And this player is currently sitting in a tie for the lead with Tiger Woods. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Second shot here on the 12th. Oh, what a super shot.
Oh, went from the outhouse to the penthouse with that chip in.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
Let's get back to it, shall we? And now we have this player currently sharing top spot on the leaderboard with the legendary Tiger Woods. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Currently tied for the lead. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Club up. I like this play.
Putting for birdie here. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Sitting at 9 under par. Outright first here. How close was that to going down? Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Good putt that. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Lookout world was his statement when he came out onto the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports, right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background, and I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods that then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I could tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game, and continues to be, and will forever be.
Now, this one looks to be heading down the runway. Playing from around 210 yards here. Opting for the hybrid, I think. This one needs to kick left. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. Looks like they may have pushed that one. Okay, so well, you can start etching that name into the wall of champions, forever etched in history here at Pebble Beach. AT&T Pro-Am champion. Well played.
And no better feeling, Luke, than to win on this classic layout. Pebble Beach Golf Links, a victory they will surely remember for the rest of their days.
And Rich, credit where credit's due. I think you picked this victory.
Well,